They used to go, well, that's just Donald Trump. As long as we get our tax cuts, as long as we get our regulatory relief, we're fine. And David Ignatius said foreign leaders have now sort of just balanced it in. They figured it in. China went from being very nervous about Donald Trump to starting to figure out, well, that's just kind of what he does. We're going to look at his actions
but
rather
Joe,
than
is that
his
another
words.
way of saying they don't take him seriously?
Rather
Because
than
it
his
sounds
tweets.
like they don't take him seriously when they say, that's the way he is, he lies.
I think what they're thinking is what Republican leaders are thinking on the Hill. We're going to get what we want out of this guy. He's going to be distracted by all of these other things. And while he's distracted, we're going to figure out how to work with him in a way that's going to benefit us. I'm not justifying any of this. I am with everyone on this set, as we've been since he's been elected president. And since he's been tweeting these outrageously false tweets, insulting the Australians, insulting the Germans, lying about Barack Obama, calling the press enemies of the people, attacking federal judges, it is all shocking. And I think for me right now, what is today? On March the 10th, 2017, the most shocking thing to me is that nobody in certain communities seems to give a damn that this man lies and whenever he feels like lying and is never held to account. I do wonder what parents across America are saying to their children. I'm not being melodramatic here, but you know, all I will say is this. I had boys in middle school when Bill Clinton was caught doing what he did with Monica Lewinsky, and I can tell you that changed the behavior of middle schoolers and high schoolers immediately. How do I know? Because we had several emergency meetings at Episcopal Day School in Pensacola, Florida, about things that 8th grade girls started inexplicably doing. If parents that were shocked by Bill Clinton then because of how he changed our culture by the example he set, the poor example he set in the White House, don't think that chronic lying coming from the President of the United States is not impacting your children every day, then you're just a fool. And you haven't raised children, and you haven't been through what Mika and I went through and what every other parent went through with our children in the age of Bill Clinton. That example matters. The example of the president matters. So get your damn tax cuts, okay? Get your damn regulatory relief. But while you're getting that, talk to your children and let them know that it is not right to denigrate America for the benefit of Vladimir Putin. It is not right to lie when telling the truth would be easier. It is not right to abuse absolutely everyone who doesn't agree with you. And if you don't want to do that, don't do that, but you're the one that's going to be dealing with your kids for the rest of your life.
Joe, that is one of the most important things that's been said in a long time. He is the behavior in chief. And that is the tragic thing in all of this. And I deal with it with my children. And it is, you know, the president is our brand ambassador. He's the logo for our country. So, yeah, great. The tax cuts, great. It's like, it's disgusting. And it's embarrassing. And it angers me, without getting too preachy, just as an American. And that is the real collateral damage to our soul.
The moral code part of this is horrible, and we've just spoken to it. I will just say that what I think we're seeing across the board here is potentially threatening to our global security.
I agree with you.
On every level. And I urge people to read and really make decisions about exactly what they're seeing. I understand why so many people voted for him. I understand where you were coming from. I understand why you liked him. But this man is lying to you.
And he's dangerous.
It's very important.
And he's dangerous.
You know,
Let's just say it.
The thing is, we sound like Republicans from 1998 and 1999. Actually, before that, Mark Halperin, I know you were reporting on Bill Clinton back in the 90s, and you remember this. I had so many Democrats laugh about the fact that Bill Clinton lied and got away with lies like that. They'd be like, that guy is a dog. He can lie about everything and get away with it. I've never seen anything like it. Saturday Night Live even had a skit after impeachment. Bill Clinton laughing, saying, I'm going to go out and smoke, basically smoke pot in the middle of the town square, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And I guess maybe some of Trump supporters are now doing the same thing, but this is eerily reminiscent of Bill Clinton never being held to account about any lies. Forget the Monica Lewinsky stuff. That actually was minor compared to all the lies that he and his administration told before about the transfer of missile technology and 1,000 smaller things.
And James Carville and Paul Begala, who were, at the front lines of defending President Clinton throughout all this, would say he's a good man who's done a bad thing. And I think that's the mindset of a lot of the Trump supporters who look at some of the things he's done, including White House officials, and really wish he hadn't done them and said them.
But Mark, even that wasn't true. Bill Clinton lied. His White House lied repeatedly. As David Geffen said, a supporter of Bill Clinton, he's an unusually good liar.
Yeah.
And Democrats accepted that because while he was lying, the Democratic Party was winning and Republicans were losing. Well, the shoe's on the other foot now, and I'm just wondering where all those outraged Republicans were that were rightly outraged in the 1990s. Where are they today with Donald Trump? He's lying. Are you going to let him get away with that because you're getting tax cuts?
I think they believe in the same version of what Carville and Begala said. They think he's a good man who's done some bad things. Look, you can't, as Gandhi said, there's got to be accountability for the past. There's going to be a big test next week when Chancellor Merkel comes to Washington, and to see all the complexity of that visit and whether he can learn from what's happened and make that visit what it needs to be, which is a strong tie to a key ally.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we had a lot of other news to cover, and we will. Still ahead.